Well, hello. It almost seems like we had Bandwidth and Banter just like yesterday.
I feel, but it was the legacy of Lore Masters.
I mean, that's true, but it was still Bandwidth and Banter. It was just our special episode. But we're back again, and this is episode
82.
Is it 82? Holy crap. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
82 or 80? I don't know. We're
I'm pretty sure it's
80s.
82. Hold on, now you're making me second guess myself.
So talking about Bandwidth and Banter, last week we had Dan Cletus on. And if we were talking about last night, we also had Dan Cletus on. So I love this, Drew. Today you are wearing the Storm Saga Games t-shirt, and I got the Bandwidth and Banter mug. That's perfect. I
couldn't find my Star Kitty shirt, but I'm like, Storm Saga Games works. This is where we are. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. It was such a treat and a pleasure to have Dan Cletus on last week. Mm-hmm. And we love what we do. And it's kind of funny and ironic. I think both Dan Cletus and today's guest, were originally scheduled in July, and then I got COVID. And so we had to reschedule them. And I'm super grateful that they were understanding and willing to shift around their schedules. And because, COVID sucks. But I'll tell you, the person we have on today, Food Safety, she's just the most amazing, beautiful lady. She's a great streamer. She's so funny. And you're always going to have a fun time on her show. You always laugh your ass off. So without further ado.
Wait. Before we bring her on, I want I have a confession before we bring her on.
Yeah.
When I first started like popping into like Tark's chat or like anybody or even like then there was like Ryan's chat. Mm-hmm. Like I would see Food Safety and like everybody's chats and stuff, and I'm like, I want to be her friend.
I know.
And I'm like, and I was just like, how do I become her friend? And then I would like lurk in her chat like a creeper and just be like, Food Safety seems so cool, and I don't know how to make friends. And I'm so excited to have her on today. So we can just bring her on. There we go.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Out of the way.
Hi, Food Safety.
Hi. Drew, that's so cute.
Oh, you're so cute.
No, that's Drew.
Welcome to Bandwidth and Banter. Food Safety, please reintroduce yourself and tell the folks a little something about your stream.
Hi, I'm Food Safety. And it's a shit show over there. It's a little scuffed, but I try real hard. We try real hard. We have a lot of fun. But it never goes the way I expected or anyone expects it to go. So that's all I got. Thanks for having me. I love you guys.
Are you kidding? Thank you for coming. This is awesome. I'm so happy we finally got to do this. And sad we didn't get to do it in July, but that's all right.
We got it. Yeah. We got it figured out.
It is what it is.
In a way,
your cough will go away.
Yeah, in a way, it's a little better because this is my birthday month, so it's like an extra birthday present.
Oh, that's so cute.
All right, you ready to kick off the show with some interesting questions there, Food Safety?
Yeah.
Okay. You got nothing to worry about. You're fine. It's okay. We're just hanging out, get to know each other.
All right, shoot. What do you got?
Please share a boring fact about yourself.
I had this picked out. I was thinking about this in the shower the other day. I'm not gonna lie, I was totally thinking about. I was like really boring about myself that I could share, and now I totally forgot. I'm like, my monitors are currently on a stack of books.
I love that.
That's I can see that as a boring, interesting fact about yourself. Star Kitty, for the longest time, used her old textbooks under her monitors.
Yeah, that's their own stacks of books.
Mm. That's a good one.
I
I
love
like
them.
it.
I think it's an aesthetic, to be honest. But
Honestly, peak aesthetic. Just saying.
I can see that. I can see that. And what I'd like to see or know is this next question. I'm super happy about this one because I've always been curious. How did you pick your Twitch name and what was the inspiration?
Oh, trauma. Trauma is how I picked my Twitch name. So before I started streaming, I worked full time as a restaurant manager. I loved it very much. I managed multiple restaurants. It was awesome. But one of the restaurants that I worked at for many years that I loved very much got a lot of people sick.
Oh, no.
And they had a food safety crisis. It became a really big deal. A really big deal. You probably definitely 100% heard of the fast casual Mexican restaurant that got a lot of people sick.
Yeah. She
And
likes
I
to eat
worked
there a lot.
So when that whole like crisis happened, I was a manager there and they started like taking everything super duper serious. And it became really anxiety inducing and a really, really big part of my life. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but my bot's name is EcoSure.
Yep.
And EcoSure is actually a food safety like audit people that come into restaurants and they audit your food safetyness like
Yep.
based on your company's standards.
Mhm.
My job was based on my EcoSure score. Like
Yep.
my entire existence was like safety. 111%. Like I lived and breathed it for a really long, and it became a joke. Like in my day-to-day life, like we would do things that were ridiculous in the store, and then we leave the store with my and be like, "Oh, guys, you can't do that." Hashtag food safety. And we would always do that. Like we would always throw up a pizza and it'd be like, "Guys, food safety." And it just became this like really funny joke. And because I was the manager, I had to do it the most. I had to deal with it the most. I had to teach it and, you know, audit it and do all the things. And it stuck. I made a bunch of my usernames food safety. And then when I started streaming, it was concise, it was short, and it basically summed up everything I did before Twitch. So it was like a pretty good way to be like, yeah, this is what I did before, and now I'm here because food safety.
Yeah.
So
Yep. When I saw your
Trauma.
bot was so when I saw your bot was EcoSure, I had a visceral reaction.
that's the intention.
Because though I wasn't a manager, they were grooming me to be a manager, and I was in charge of the things that was well above my pay grade. So I understand
Exactly.
the trauma.
You see the shirt, the pad.
Yes. They would be like, all right, you need to go walk around with them and show them that we're good. And I'm like, I'm not a boss. And I have to decorate cakes and go fry chicken. And walk around with Eco. Yeah. So,
Wow.
so visceral reaction. Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Oh, it brings me great joy. It's one of my favorite things on my channel is my bot's name.
It is, boss. It is awesome.
It is so good.
Mhm.
It does its job.
I love
We
that
all
story
know
so
it's in
much. Thank
charge.
you.
We
Yeah,
all
it
know
is.
your bot is in charge. Like,
And we're a little afraid of it.
As we should be.
food safety. What D&D class do you consider yourself to be in real life?
Probably a bard.
That definitely suits you.
Probably a bard.
Yep.
Why do you say that, though? I mean, it's kind of obvious, but why do you say that?
It's honestly because I end up playing a bard every character that I try to play ends up being a bard because I have a hard time role playing the other characters any other way. Like I just play charisma based classes. So
Because
then they
you're-
all just become bardy.
Because
Like,
you're
why is my sorcerer singing and dancing? Like it worked. Her performance, like we rolled great, but I shouldn't be doing this.
Because your natural stat, your highest natural stat is charisma for sure. It's
Like-
100%.
And you're
I was a theater
incredibly
kid. I was in
entertaining.
band.
Mm-hmm.
What instrument did you play in band?
Clarinet.
Oh, we talked about this. We talked
Yeah.
about this.
You
We
and
both
Sarkany have
clarinet-
that in common too.
Yeah.
We
A
talked
lot
about
of us played the clarinet.
Wow.
Yep. Did marching band.
It
Yeah.
seems
All
really
the
interesting to me that somehow or another the universe has drawn all these women that formerly played the clarinet into my circle. What's
Don't
going
ask
on
me
here?
to play it now.
What sort of lesson am I supposed to learn here? I don't get this.
That you should have played the clarinet, Stormy.
Right.
Wait,
Lesson.
that's the past. How's that a lesson? I can't change
You
it
should
now.
learn.
actually- yes, you should learn the clarinet. That's the lesson you're being told.
I think if I tried to do that on stream, people would unfollow in droves.
They don't know what they're missing.
Stormy's alt channel, the clarinet.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Stormy, breathe. You need your lungs for the clarinet.
We're only on question 4. We already broke him. Oh
It's a
no.
woodwind instrument.
All right. Speaking of question 4, please tell us about what inspired the moonlit mushroom motif on your logo and about section.
So it's always been like I like the aesthetic. I think it's cool. I think
Me
it's
too.
cute. I've always been about it. I've got a bunch of like the stuff everywhere. Like this is my little whoops. Crap. My little mushroom that sits on my desk.
He's so
and-
cool. He's so
yeah,
cute.
and he's got little pins on him and yeah. So there's that, and like behind my desk is like all these leaves and stuff. And I have like a mushroom light, and I really like that kind of aesthetic, but I have a poster in my room and it's a moon and it has some cool flowers on it and a bunch of mushrooms and it says "Stay wild, Moonchild." And there's just something about it that I always look at it. It really resonated with me. It's something like my mom, like I grew up with Deadhead parents. Like my parents toured with the Grateful Dead. Like they followed them around and did the whole thing. I was named after a Grateful Dead song. Like I'm used to the kind of like hippy dippy vibes and stuff. I just went a little more like mushroomy dark than my mom did. So, but I don't know. I really liked it. I always I got that poster and was like, you know what? Yeah. So I look at it, like I can see it when I wake up every day, like from where I wake up. And it means a lot to me. It's just a poster I found. But when I thought of redoing my Twitch and like rebranding and like the things that like I thought would be really cool and like me-ish, I was like, you know what? This is something really cool and that I really like. So
I love
really
it.
suits. It really suits.
that's all I got.
No, it's perfect. There's some folks and you go to their channel, like Nerdy Northerner is a perfect example. His whole motif really suits him, right? You're one of those too. It just really, what you've picked, your aesthetic, your theme, it suits you.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Thank you.
No, I love it. I'm a big fan. I also love that like kind of like mushroom witchy, like the dance in the moonlight vibes so much.
I mean,
Like you don't quite see that in my background here because like my husband's paintings and like I have like my gnomes and stuff, but like I should send you a picture.
Your first real D&D character was a Circle of Sports druid.
Yeah, so she was a like wild child, barefoot, run around, talk to mushrooms kind of person.
Yes!
Like,
I
had
love
mushrooms
that.
and
That's
twigs and
fantastic.
stuff going in. Like, I love it. So if anybody ever tries to talk shit about it, I will personally fight them for you.
Yes, she
Okay?
will.
I will. This is a threat. Just saying. If anybody talks shit about food safety stuff, I am coming for you.
Yep.
And I have weapons.
Because Druid likes it.
Because I like it.
She will annihilate you with her pinecone bombs.
Oh, crap.
I showed off my pine cones yesterday too, and I'm like, perfect weapons. Like,
Yes. That's how I felt about a baguette I had in the pantry today, but
those hurt.
no, it was rough. I actually did put it next to my desk like as a protection for a moment, and then was like, I should throw this away. Like, this is literally an old piece of bread.
Especially if it's sourdough. I tell you what, we used to throw sourdough. We used to throw sourdough at each other when I worked grocery. And it hurt. Anyways, oh, I'm excited for this one. How many colors have you dyed your? Sorry, how many colors have you tried in your hair? This is worded funny. How many colors, and which one was your favorite? Because I trolled your Instagram.
You had to have.
Yeah.
I've tried all of them.
All of them?
I can't think of a color I haven't been.
Mm-hmm. So the whole rainbow, red, orange.
Yeah. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, blue. All of them together. Pink.
Which one was your favorite?
I'm trying to think of like another weird color. But I've gone through like all of them. I've been dyeing my hair since I was 11.
Wow.
Yeah, like a long time. I wanted to dye it purple. We went to go get purple hair dye. It wasn't purple. It was red.
Mm-hmm.
I dyed my hair bright red. And then I kept it that way for a really long time.
I saw it. It looks great.
So
It looks great.
And that just started a whole thing. My favorite is this is really hard. So it's a tie between pink and purple, like together. When it faded, I kept pink and purple for a really long time. It was really nice. I did get like a unicorn kind of brand when I had it. Like, it was really bad, actually. I got a lot of unicorn stuff during that time when my hair was pink and purple, but it was fun, and a lot of people had fun with it. Like, it was like a really bright, fun color, but I think my favorite is like dark red.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right on.
I think my dark red is my favorite. I've had it the most. Like, I've always had red hair. I always go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still thinking about going back to it. Like, I always, like, it's always in the back of my head.
Yeah. So when I was trolling your Instagram and I saw like the freshly dyed bright red hair, and I was just like, whoa, what? It was beautiful. So
red hair for a long time. And sometimes it would be really bright red. Sometimes it would be like a orangey red or like dark brown red. But I think I like the dark brown the most right now. I think that's my final answer.
Okay, right on.
I love it.
I like the way you put that.
I wasn't ready for that to be so hard.
So this is an interesting question. I'm curious to see how this fits. How were you able to birth the amazing Ryan G. Wiz from your imagination? How does it feel to bless the world with his greatness?
Honestly, I've never been more proud of a creation in my entire life.
Yeah.
Honestly, the absolute pure joy that that soul brings is worth it. I would never birth anything else from my imagination if it meant that I got to keep him forever.
Mhm.
I don't remember the process. I think I blacked out entirely because one
Yeah.
cannot be conscious during
Yeah.
that. Like during the entire like process of creating such a soul and such a joy, like such a
Mhm.
pleasure to be around, like one that exudes such pure bliss.
Yeah.
Like you can't actually be in your own body while creating that. So
Mhm.
while I was actually off in this like other role place, I don't remember.
Huh.
I wasn't here, but he was then birthed from my mind. The extraction process probably happened while I was out. And then later in life we were reunited, and I had never felt such a connection so blindingly beautiful.
Mhm.
Just so it had, like a long lost neuron that I had, missed.
Yeah.
And now it's just back in my brain.
It's beautiful. It's a
It's so
beautiful story. I was squealed when I learned about this. And I just have to thank you. Thank you for going through whatever you had to go through to bring him to us.
Agreed.
I we are all forever in your debt. Like we're indebted to you forever and ever.
So
So
I,
thank
I
I do
don't
what
want
I
to break
can.
the immersion here, but I'm going to break the immersion here. I'm curious. Was this like a really cool story that you and Ryan just sort of naturally came to as you became friends? You realized this special fact of the universe?
Yeah, I actually have no idea what happened in this chat, and then something like Ryan and I are like we got really close really fast. Like when we met, we just I don't know. I love Ryan. Like an
Oh, 100%.
absolute bit. He's a precious
Get it.
ally. Like absolute.
Mhm.
Like we love each other.
Mhm.
Um, and then there was something about how he was like birthed from my imagination, and that's true. And he was, birthed from my imagination, and then I just pulled that entire story out of my ass. So
I love it. No, those are the best kind of like random inside jokes, and I thoroughly live for them.
Mhm.
yeah,
I'm gonna. I just know that that story is canon in my universe now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know what
ditto.
in the foster's home for imaginary friends happened
Right.
here, but
Uh-huh.
Ryan's here now.
That's
So
right. And who doesn't like ass stories? I mean,
ass.
Yes.
All right.
Fantastic. I love that. All right, food safety. What drew you to Twitch? Why Twitch? How Twitch? Why Twitch?
I was lonely. Um, so fuck. uh I started Twitch because I had just been put on disability from work. I am disabled. I have epilepsy. Um Earlier, so this happened a couple of years ago, and I was having really bad seizures. I fell. I broke both my ankles. Um, it was rough. I had to have foot surgery. Both my ankles are still like messed up. My foot's messed up. Like, and it is what it is, but I couldn't continue my job at the time. So I was put on disability, and I couldn't afford my apartment at the time because I got a drastic cut in money. Oh shit. And I ended up moving up to like East Jesus nowhere, where like I knew nobody. It was me.
Never heard that phrase. Sorry, that cracked me up.
Okay.
East Jesus is nowhere.
um and I ended up moving, and it was really rough. It was really hard. I had been able to work. So not being able to work really, really messed me up. I was like absolutely like I didn't know what to do with my life, and I didn't have any friends or anything because I had just moved 2 hours away from home. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So I was lonely and I was sad and scared. Like
Yeah.
I was in a really rough place. So I started streaming on Twitch because I figured there was people here somewhere eventually like that would be there, and
Yeah.
it was different when I first started than when I came back. When I first started, I didn't come into a community or anything. There wasn't anyone that like I knew. There wasn't anyone super close to. It was just me, a random streamer on Twitch. I was literally just by myself. And it was really cool. It was hard, but it was a lot of fun. Because I did manage to grow a community. I managed to find games I really liked with the My Time games, the My Time at Porsche. Was a game that I found a great community in at the time. And the No Man's Sky community was so great. They were so kind, and I met so many great people. And that's when I started my Discord. And I actually I was streaming all the time at the time. I was a morning streamer. And yeah. It was a different time back then. But I found people, and it was really cool to find people. And it was just, I don't know, I just needed someone. I had lost everything that I had been doing my entire life at that moment. And I'm still on disability. I'm still chilling. We still haven't fixed me. So here I am on Twitch with my people. And I probably won't go anywhere. So
lucky us.
We're thankful you're here.
Yes.
And you found
I'm thankful for all you guys. I've definitely left Twitch. I've moved several times. That's caused, I've left Twitch because I moved. And that causes rifts in streaming and my moods and stuff. I suffer through anxiety and depression and all of those things as well. So, that definitely puts a bump in your streaming schedule. So
yeah.
But when I came back to Twitch, I didn't know, I had been streaming and I'd been streaming on, and I was this is cool, this is fun, but it wasn't like it is right now. I came back to Twitch when I moved into my new apartment, and a friend of mine, a real life friend of mine, was streaming, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go pop into her stream. And then I popped into her stream, and then she raided out to Rusty Tonic. And then I met Rusty.
Right.
Yeah.
And Rusty is how I met you guys. Rusty is how I met Tark. Rusty is how I met Ryan. I mean, reunited with Ryan after, he drafted from Brain. But thankfully. And then I started to get to know all of the people. I lurk in all the chats. So you guys see me in all places. And then I started to realize community actually felt like, and having all of the people and all of the friends and playing Played Up Tonight. And doing that stuff, it means a lot. Yeah. To be able to be here now instead of where I was before. Alone, and I don't know.
You're not alone anymore.
We love you so much.
And you've blessed us with your presence
so much.
and your friendship. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Twitch has been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a little sad girl. Up alone with no one.
Yeah.
With no one to love.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry. I will say
you're fine.
Well, hopefully this next question won't be as tough. What did family and friends think when you told them you planned on streaming?
They don't pay attention. So, I thought about not telling anyone when I started streaming.
Yeah.
And just keeping it to myself, because, you don't know how people are going to feel about it. And I was nervous, but I did. I posted it on Instagram, and I still have the post up and everything. But my friends were supportive. I had a bunch of real life friends. No one was outwardly derogative. So that was cool.
That's good.
I had a lot of real life friends come and follow me, and some of them made Twitch channels come follow me, and that was really my family's never been they know, they don't care. So
I empathize.
my brother's been on my channel, So I've played games with him. He's played games with some of the homies. Actually, he's played Faz with us and stuff. So
Cool.
like my brother's cool, but no one else really knows or cares or pays attention.
You want a minute? Or do you
No,
want-
I'm fine. They got stuck on my eyelashes.
Oh, no.
So it's like still blurry, even though I'm not crying anymore.
And this is why I hate mascara. Because I'm always on the verge of tears. So no.
I'll get it.
Fun fact about me, I'm always on the verge of tears, guys. So be
Right.
careful.
Hey, just be happy I stopped crying. Usually, once I get started, we're like 20 minutes in, and then we're like, here's to hoping.
It was okay.
I'll need to hydrate again.
It's okay. Like there are times when I envy folks their ability to. I mean, when I watch like, romantic stuff or movies that have like happy stuff, you can ask Star Kitty. I bawl like a girl. But when it comes to sad stuff, I wish I could cry like I used to. And it's not like one of those men shouldn't cry kind of things. It's just as I've gotten older, the sad stuff, don't have that response as much. And so when people do, I kind of envy that because, it definitely, helps to let your emotions be what they are.
Yeah. What struggles did you deal with when you first started streaming? Besides the
Right. So probably trying to be excited for it after I stopped being excited for it because I was so excited for so long. And then I was like, well, fuck. So it was like, but I should keep going. I need to do the things, like all the things. I was like, but this is not what I want to be doing right now. And it wasn't for any particular reason. It just wasn't the vibe. And usually I would, I'm generally pretty good at doing it anyway. But that was probably the worst. And picking it back up, I moved around for a while for a little bit, and every time it was really hard to get back into it. Like, I would set my stuff up and everything, and that would be exciting. And then I'd be like, I don't actually want to go live right now. Like, I'm just gonna play games. I'm just gonna play games. And I would just play games in the setup for a while, and then eventually I would go live again. And for a while, it was just like I didn't feel like I was branding myself appropriately or doing what I actually wanted to do, or I don't know. I didn't feel like my streams were like my vibe, so it was hard for me to want to get back into it. So if you're not vibing with it and like feeling it, like you don't want to go back to it.
Yeah.
So
100%.
After adjustments and stuff have been made, like it's a little easier. But it's all about like getting to know me as well as getting to know like my community, things that get better and I don't know, do our shit.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. Cause like, I had a lot of, it was, cause when I first started streaming, this was like even pre-affiliate, right? Cause I spent like 6 months, like grinding to get 3 people consecutive, right? Cause like I got the follows okay. Like I remember just grinding for the 3 people for the consecutive viewers and just like, and that grind, you kind of just like put up with stuff to just make it happen, and then it keeps happening once you hit affiliate and you're like, I don't know how I like this. Like now I have to change stuff, and now I have to like weasel out people that I'm not vibing with really, and hoping for the best. And oh no, and this is not good. So yeah, I totally get it. Oh,
Uh, food safety, what tips can you share with future streamers?
Man, do you like, and do you in whatever and however long that takes, like figure out what your stuff is. Like, I still don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing when I go live every single day. Like, I don't fucking know. And I accepted that.
yeah.
I accepted that I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna go and play some games and do some stuff. Like, and if you have the ability to reach out to other streamers that you're comfortable with, like I've learned more from other people than I've ever learned on my own, ever. So, like, learn from them if you want. If you don't, that's cool. Like, just do whatever you're vibing with so that way you feel totally comfortable when you're live and with what you're producing. Otherwise, you're never going to be happy with what you're producing. So,
100%.
like, you got to be vibing.
God, vibe. I love that.
Agreed.
What do you enjoy most about streaming?
Man, have you ever seen a riot?
No, but I've heard about them.
Oh my, I love riots. I love interacting with chat. I didn't start YouTube or anything because, you know, I came here because I wanted to be interactive. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to make a community and see people and, you know, be in other people's lives and have other people in my life and
Right.
stuff like that. So when chat comes in and they're harassing me and they're telling me about their life and harassing me, like no cursing and stuff like that, not like
Yeah.
harassing me, but like they're being silly and we're vibing and having a good time. Like that's a good energy flow. That's a good fun time that, you know, we're all sitting in like a 70s like circle pit and we're just chilling. That's the kind of vibe that I like, and that's what I imagine when I see chat. And it's just all of us just sitting in like this 70s like circle couch pit, chilling, vibing. Like we're laughing, we're having fun, like we're playing cards, we're doing whatever. Except for I'm also playing this game on the they're watching and making fun of me for it. So like I love that. I love that vibe. And I love the creativity that I have to host that vibe. It's like they're coming into my house to host that. So it allows me to be creative in a lot of ways that I don't know, I haven't before. Like I've never used Canva so much in my life. So as I go, and creating a lot as I go, and that's always really satisfying.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's such great advice. Holy crap. What is your favorite thing and least favorite thing that you have streamed?
Oh, crap. My least favorite thing is probably going to be Cats in the Other Lives. It had a really, really triggering scene in it that I wasn't ready for ever. It was just generally game, like more so than you would anticipate. It had a lot of issues. I was very interested in the game, but streaming it was uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
So it was probably a game I should play on my. I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
The most fun. Oh man. I've played a lot of games. I've done so many things. Crap.
I know. Under pressure.
Right. I was like, crap. What have I've played so
Well, you can just pick one one of your top 3 if you want.
you could give me a top 10 and I probably still wouldn't be able to choose. It's such an issue. I just have a lot of fun doing a lot of different stuff for like different reasons with different people. Like I like to play solo games sometimes when I stream, and the simulator games are always a hoot. Like
Mm-hmm.
I probably have the most fun streaming American Simulator.
Streaming
American
what?
Truck
Personally.
Simulator.
Yeah, American Truck Simulator.
Right on. That's cool.
Because it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We get the wig. Like it's a whole thing. So
Beautiful.
it's something is what it is. But I have a lot of fun with that. So probably that.
Yeah, because don't you? Yeah, you have a whole alter ego, right?
Yeah. Betty Sue Safety.
Betty Food Safety.
Betty Sue Safety.
Betty Sue Safety.
Where are my pearls?
Sorry about that.
When the pearls come out. These are Betty Sue's pearls.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Stormy, have you not seen Betty Sue?
I think I have before, but no, I haven't.
That didn't work.
It's so good. It's so
It's
good.
so good.
I can't wait to see it next time now that I know
Right
I've
now
missed
I'm like, crap, now I need to go pull out Betty Sue Safety.
I mean,
Now I got something to do today. I got playing plates, and now I got to go trucking, and we're going eastbound and down.
Oh my God. Haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh, Stormy, you don't even know. We get up at 3 a.m., we load this truck, and we're out.
So are you are you Bandit, or are you what was the other character's name? I always forget.
I'm the only one in the truck, Stormy.
Okay.
food safety. What was the first video game you ever played?
The first video game I ever played?
Yeah.
It was, so what I remember, it'll be, I don't remember what game it was, but it was a racing game. I used to play racing games with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I got older when I realized I sucked that I realized he let me win. Or Sonic. And I don't remember what Sonic game it was. I just remember going after Eggman and collecting rings on the beach. And I was young. Like I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love it.
That's a great one. What has been a highlight for you in your D&D sessions on Mondays in Insomnia Night stream?
everything. I love it. It's my first time playing D&D, and
Mm-hmm.
it's been an absolute blast. I have so much fun. But I absolutely love the people that I've met playing. Like, I love the party that I'm playing with. It's so much fun. I love getting to know Insomnia better. Like, it's a lot of fun. Like, all of the different things that happen. Understanding D&D better is a lot of fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think it's how everyone reacts to all of the different things that happen. Like, I love chat's interaction with our game.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, every time they save us, or they kill us, or they fireball us, or they wheel of wild magic us, or, you know, any of the things that give me pink frogs or pseudo dragons, I love those things. Like, as long as just like playing and interacting like with the party, which is a blast. Like, these people are great. I love them so much. Chad is great. Their interaction and how much that they love to be a part of our game is like so good.
Yeah.
They're so supportive.
That's so good.
Right
I
on.
love that. Is there one specific thing in the last session that stands out to you?
Yeah, I got a pseudo dragon put on my head. And I got a cool staff. And I wasn't allowed to control an army of the undead under the guise that I was their ruler, which was just killed. Also, I have to find his closet. I have some things to do. So yes, some things stuck out to
Some
me.
tasks.
I have a lot of things to do with Mr. Flagstaff.
You have a
That's
job
not
to
even
do.
his name.
I love it.
I refuse to
Please.
call him his name. So that's the kind of chaos that I bring to our D&D game.
I support that.
Uh-huh.
And if you get to name the closet, if you can name it anything but shovel, but like shovel adjacent, but like shovel adjacent, like
Spade or
Hoe.
bucket.
Or bucket.
bucket.
Or like,
Hole.
I don't know.
Grave.
I'd call it a hoe, but
Like the garden tool, guys.
yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Right. What? I garden?
Yeah.
I do garden. I love succulents.
I miss being able to grow succulents
Oh, why can't you grow succulents?
because it gets too cold here.
Oh, grow them inside. With the lights.
I might. We'll see.
Stops crying. Contemplates.
I do have a bunch of growing. Anyways. Why is it that you prefer to be a late night streamer?
So it's not even about preference. This is a story about how my life got twisted, turned upside down. So what had happened was Insomnia Knight messaged me. Insomnia Knight was like, "Hey, do you want to play in this D&D game?" And I was like, "Heck yeah." And he was like, "It's going to start at 11 p.m." And I was like, "Heck yeah. I don't care about the time. I'll do whatever you want. I want to play in this D&D game." So when he said 11 p.m., I assumed he meant his time. Insomnia's 3 hours behind me. So I thought I was signing up for a D&D game that was going to be at like 2 a.m. my time every Monday. And I was ready. I was going to do it. I started streaming every night at like 2 a.m. so I could be up, I could be ready, I could be in the zone when this game started. And then we got closer to like session 0 when we were setting up our characters, and it's like almost 11. It's like 10:30, 10:45, and Insomnia's like, "Can you hop in the Discord? Like, where are you?" And I'm like, "Man, I got hours to blow." Like, in game. I'm like, "Can I be like late?" And I was a little late. I showed up, and then it was the second time he explained, or we realized through conversation, that Discord autocorrected to my time, and it meant 8 p.m. his time and 11 p.m. my time.
Oh.
So when he was like, "Hey, can you get in the Discord at like 10:45?" It's because he wanted to like have things going at 11 o'clock. Not 2 a.m. So that's how I became a nighttime streamer, and my entire schedule got turned upside down because your girl used to be in bed by 10 p.m. every night, up at 6 a.m. every day. And I flipped it so I could play this game, and I was really excited. And then I learned, and I never fixed it.
That's
Amazing.
That's
Thanks,
That is-
Discord.
Thanks, Discord, for confusing everyone all of the time.
So yeah, it's not a preference. It's I fucked up.
well said. Great story. I think you're gonna like this one. Please tell us about your fur babies.
Oh, I have fur babies. I have 4 fur babies.
What?
They are all kitties.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 orange fur babies. I have 2 gray fur babies.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest is named BB-8. He is adorable. He is probably asleep somewhere. They all actually are, except for maybe one of them. But He's his name is BB-8. He's orange and fluffy. He's a sweetheart. And then there's Morty. He is fat and orange. He's so fat. He's so fat. But his full name is Mortimer, and we call him Morty. He's so clingy. He loves love. More love than love could love. He loves love. And then there's Puff. She's just a giant gray fluff ball. She's super fuzzy, super long hair, just gray. She's a super sweet girl. She loves love, but only on her terms. She can be skittish. It's not like the more like out and about, and they'll come like the girl not about. And then the runt is Moxie. She's small and gray and white, and she's like she was the runt, and she doesn't like anyone. She's just angry. Like she's not angry, like she's fine, but she has an attitude problem. Like
Those are my favorite.
Like I don't know, and she's cute. Like she's fuzzy. She has a and they're all related except for Morty. Morty is the redheaded stepchild. He did. Oh no, performance issues.
Oh, don't worry about it. That pops up sometimes. We are losing your audio a little bit from time to time, but
coming in closer.
There we go.
Okay.
That's much better. Thank you.
Yeah. I do. I love them all. Morty or BB-8 and Puff are brother and sister. They come from the same mom. They're just from different different litters. Like one right after the other. And then Moxie, the youngest, is like their niece or something. And then I got Morty because I was leaving a vet appointment with BB-8 and there was an adoption event and I found him. And his name was it was him and another orange cat and Cheech and Chong. And I had to stop and look at them and play with them. And I had exactly like they only accepted cash. I had enough in cash to adopt one of the cats. Like I left with another cat. His name is Morty. Been with 7 very much. He sleeps with me every night.
I love that so much. I always wanted a cat so bad. I almost talked Fate into letting us get a cat. Like he was like, I pick the cat, we do the stuff, and I'm like, I don't care as long as we can get a cat. And then my grandparents were like, do you want the bird? And I was like, so I gave up getting a cat to get the bird.
Fair.
Okay. It's a multifaceted question.
Oh no.
T-Pose right over here!
No, Ryan!
Can you
T-Pose out of here?
Can you please tell us about the time you rioted so hard you broke a chair?
Oh yeah, I can.
Goes off camera.
You got a prop?
This is the wheel.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, so I busted my ass because the chair broke. There you go. We were dancing. We were having a good time. We were rioting. If you come into my stream, usually Raiders, or good behavior and my patience is low and I'll just trigger it because we dance to the riot song from Hollywood Undead and we dance in the chair and get the sunglasses on and there's a tiara involved and the lights go and it's a lot of fun. We all dance and we sing and it's a song. It's not an appropriate song, but it's a fun song.
It is a fun
song. And that's what we do. But I go hard in the fucking chair and we just fucking dance. And I danced so hard and bounced in my chair, it broke the wheel and the chair broke. It's all wobbly. Like the seat is all wobbly and can't be tightened. and the pressure like thing is all broken and can't be fixed, and it's dead in my garage.
Well, you got a new chair out of it, right?
Yes, I did. I did get a lovely new chair. We riot. I dance a little softer. Sometimes I get out of the chair now to prevent actual casualties, because that was a death of expense.
That is so beautiful, though, and I love that so much. And
We
It's
did.
a great story.
We did. We danced hard. We rioted hard. It was fun. We do it as often as we can.
I love this. I love this
Glorious.
next question because a long time ago, I used to be a big fan of this. Who is your favorite doctor from Doctor Who and why?
Oh, okay. So let me tell you about Doctor Who.
So I am so ready.
So I love Tennant. I love Tennant so much. He's my favorite. I love Matt Smith. He's definitely a close second. He's super silly and fun. But there is just something about Tennant and the way that he delivers his lines, like the way, and like the original Tennant when he plays 10. Not when he comes back as 14. 14 is good, but the way David Tennant plays the Doctor, when he plays it as 10 is just, it's funny. Like, it's really entertaining to me. I originally watched it at like, I don't know, a crucial age growing up. Like, it was impactful to me. I liked the companions that he had. I liked the storylines that he wrote. I liked the writers in general. So it wasn't like just him. It was also the storylines that he got to be a part of. I thought it got to fit his character really well, and he played them really well. So not like if it can't make me laugh, I'm not gonna watch it. Like, usually, even if it's super serious, like I need to be able to get a giggle out of it. And not only was I able to laugh, I was able to really connect with him and really fall in love and become immersed in what was going on. And I don't know, it was so important. Like, Doctor Who was so important to me, especially with Tennant. Like, I loved Eccleston. I love some of the older doctors. Like, they're fun, especially like, they're funny. But they aren't exactly what I'm looking for. And I love Jodie. Like, I loved Jodie. I loved 12. I can't remember his name. I love him a lot, though. Dude with the fucking hair. I just watched them recently. So, like, I love all the doctors for the things that they bring individually to this, because I like to be able to see the things that they bring individually and like the difference between them and like how we can connect with them and their stories and what they bring. But there was just something about the original Tenet that like hit home.
Yeah.
I have the same.
And he's the one that I have a
Sorry.
diamond art painting of, so hanging on my wall.
That's awesome. For me, I had a similar experience in that as a kid, when I watched it for the first time, the first Doctor that I watched was Tom Baker. And, and so he's my favorite. But honestly, I haven't watched enough of the newer ones that I really need to find some time and binge watch, like Tenet and some of the others. So yeah, I think I get that. I get that. You have like a certain kind of connection with them, and
Yeah.
especially when you saw them as a kid, because it's like first time experiences as a kid, right?
Yeah. I'd also just gotten my wisdom teeth taken out, so the first time I watched Tenet, I don't remember I was on Vicodin. I had to rewatch that series, but
Fantastic.
it was fun. So much.
I've never, like, I've heard of Doctor Who, of course, but like I've seen Tenet as the Doctor Who. I've seen like moments, and I've seen in like, but like it's one of those things, like I would forget about it until somebody else is like, you should watch Doctor Who, and I'm like, I'll add that to the list, and then I forget, and then it's not against the show. I would, if I could remember to sit down and actually watch it, but I'm so bad at that, and I just broke everybody in chat's heart.
Oh.
So sorry, random cosmic horror.
They turned out the lights.
Truth the culprit. 100%. Yes. Yep. It's the worst. I need a keeper. I need a secretary for sure. All the time. Oh no. Oh, no, no. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I won't look. I can't do it.
All right, we're okay. All right. We're in the last 3 questions. These are the fun, extra fun, extra silly, all of the things. But while we're going through these last 3 questions, go ahead, guys, and just go follow Food Safety now. Get it out of the way. And
Send her
also,
all your
if you
subs and
guys,
biddies.
yep, all of that. Give her all of your money because that's kind of what we need you to do. It's important, right? And then, but also, while we're asking these 3 questions, if you guys have any questions for Food Safety, throw them into chat. I will save them and we will get to them and ask them when we open up the floor to Q&A. But if you want to get your questions in the chat now, go for it. Food Safety, please share the weirdest sleeping dream you've ever had that you're willing to talk about.
Okay, let me talk to you about TSA Target.
About what?
Okay.
TSA Target.
TSA Tarkin?
Target.
Targeting. Okay.
Target, yeah. Like the grocery, like the,
Yeah.
it's not a grocery store, it's a shopping store.
Mhm.
Wholesale. So I
Yep.
don't know, it's a store.
Yep.
So I have these super weird, my therapist says they're anxiety driven. They're always travel dreams. And I have them all the time. They used to be really scary. And now at this point, they're not scary, they're just annoying. And at one point, I had a dream where I was going through airport security, and it was at like it was at a big airport, like Denver. I'm pretty sure it was like I was at the Denver airport, and I hate the Denver airport. And I was like going through, and I was like going down an escalator, and I was going through security and all these things, and it was just to get inside of a Target. Like I wasn't in an airport. Like it felt like I was in an airport, but there were no planes. It was just Target. And
So you had to go through TSA in an airport to get to Target.
to get to Target.
Wow.
And I'll never forget TSA Target.
That is awesome. I love that.
I don't remember what happened after that.
It's amazing how the brain mixes things together in dreams.
Right.
Listen, there's nothing more anxiety inducing than TSA.
Right.
And I used to travel by myself and like fly on airplanes when I was like young by myself and have to like fly and like navigate. It was awful. But I can navigate an airport basically with my eyes closed at this point.
That's terrifying.
It's awful.
See,
But it was born of anxiety.
I used to love traveling. I've never had the experience of having a problem with TSA or anything. I've traveled a lot around the country, around the world, and I just really love it. But after the pandemic, that kind of changed my perspective on it because now traveling is more of a pain. You're more likely to get sick. Anywho, this is a fun question. If you could be any superhero, which one would you choose and why?
I like Gambit's coat.
Okay. That is the most hilarious answer I think we've ever had on the show.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know who Gambit is?
She does not.
I'm a big Gambit fan. I like Gambit. I like his cards. I I like what he does.
And his coat is cool too, I agree.
This coat's really cool. True.
I was born under a rock and spent a lot of my time outside alone, barefoot. So,
I have no idea. Gambit was the first one that popped into my head for some reason, though. So that's what we're gonna go with.
I love it. It's a unique answer, and I adore it. I want to be Gambit because his coat is cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was literally
Best
the first
answer
thing.
ever.
So that's what we got.
everybody's disappointed in me. And I'm shocked that they are shocked that I don't know who Gambit is. So,
Okay, that's realistic.
I mean, in all fairness to Druid, to defend her,
There's
not
not a new
everybody
Gambit
reads
movie
comic
coming
books or
out.
watch comic book movies or shows. So,
I'm just bad at watching stuff, guys.
Druid probably knows like Doctor Strange or someone cool, like go a little crazy, do a little magic,
Yeah. Well, my brother has painted one.
Yeah.
So, if my brother has talked to me about it, I've seen it. Okay?
Oh, Druid. I love you.
I love you. All right, guys. Most important thing. All right, food safety. This is a either or. You pick one. The other one ceases to exist. Okay.
Yep.
And I just pulled this one out of the ether, and I hope it's funny enough. But okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Pancakes or waffles?
Oh no. Waffles.
Interesting. Why?
Because I prefer crepes to pancakes. And they're just really thin pancakes.
I love grapes.
Gotcha.
So I can have my syrup traps in my waffles and still have crepes. Which is basically a substitute for pancakes.
Clever.
I love pancakes, but I would accept a substitute with crepes.
That's clever. Well done. Well
But-
done.
Now I have the do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes.
Food safety successfully gamed the system. I approve.
Yes.
All right, now, guys, this is where we, just like Druid said, she shared links. Go drop the follows and the biddies and all that stuff. And now we're going to open up the floor to questions from you guys. And that also includes you, food safety. If you have questions for us, we'll be happy to try and answer them. And we're going to jump in here and find some questions.
If you look at the second page, Stormy, I started saving
Oh,
them.
you've already started. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I made it simple.
Dan Cletus asks, food safety, what is your favorite flavor of popsicle?
English toffee. Does that count?
They make English toffee popsicles?
So it's like an ice cream bar.
That's close enough. Yeah.
It's not like a popsicle, but if we're talking about like those things that you like put in the freezer, pull them out and like eat the pink one or the blue one or the orange one. I'll eat them all actually, because then I was like, well, I actually like the green one too. So, but probably in that order. So,
I had a fudgesicle for the first time the other day, and I was reminded of how terrible they are, but they literally just scream childhood, and I will eat them just because it just reminds me of being just a child, and I love it so much.
Orange dreamsicles kind of remind me of childhood. I love those.
the strawberry like shortcakey ones. I like those. They've got crumbly bits on them. I love the crumbly bits.
All right. Looks like you got the next one there, Druid. From
I'm
Random.
actually excited. Random Cosmic Horror asks, food safety, shoe gang or barefoot gang?
We all know what Druid would say.
Barefoot gang.
Barefoot gang.
Barefoot gang.
I've always been barefoot.
Hmm. My mom hates it.
Yeah.
All right,
The
food safety.
neighbors used to hate it. Because
Your
I used to walk
neighbor?
around my neighborhood when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
I would walk around barefoot, and then there was always this old guy. He was actually a really nice old guy, but he would always yell at me to put some shoes on.
Hmm.
From his porch, and it became like an inside joke. Like it was funny, but
Yeah.
yeah, he used to always yell at me to put some shoes on.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I would be like, I would be leaving my house and I'd be walking down my hill. My mom would drive past and she'd be like, she would throw her shoes at me to put shoes on. He's like, she is not going to be walking around town without shoes on. And I'm like, I'm going to the beach, mother. And then I would stash her shoes somewhere and leave them. So then, and then I would go walk, wherever I fucking wanted, barefoot. And then I would snag them and carry them home. And yeah, barefoot gang.
I don't think you would want to do that here because sometimes there are places where the asphalt and or the cement can get so hot that it literally would like third degree burn your feet.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah. I've never had that problem up here though.
Well,
I'm
of
just
course
saying.
not. Yeah.
Like I live in
So-
the Midwest.
Yeah.
Maybe today it's hot as heck today. but-
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
PNW.
Both of you don't really need to worry about rising sea levels of climate change because of where you live.
I don't know. The weather's been real fucking weird up here, so we are affected.
Mm.
Just not scorching temperatures. It's just the the extremes are extreme.
Mhm. Food safety BT asks, have you heard there's a space trucking game? So now that you know, can you be a menace to the universe? Are we going to see that?
Yes. Duh. Duh. Betty Sue's gotta go to space.
BT, you better find that game. Find out what the game
Right, I
is
was
on.
like, can I
on
get a link to
Steam
that game, please?
Yes,
Send it to her.
send the link in chat, please.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what that game is so we can go explore extraterrestrial lands.
This was a question that I actually got from Raditash previously. How did the riots get started? When did that how was the inception of that?
I don't know. People started rioting. People would ask for a riot and then or like people would do things that would like incite a riot like activity. Like they would be silly, they would do like ridiculous things, they would like a bunch of like eat whatever. Like it's we have to like time to start a riot. It probably was like new. I think, and she would come in and we would do it, and then I made a whole scene for it. I would like change the lights, and then I started adding, and then it became like a command, and now there's sunglasses and a tiara
It's so
spinning in my
beautiful.
chair, and it's like a whole thing.
That is
So I don't know. I've only been back to Twitch for 8 months, so sometime in the last 8 months.
Wow, it's amazing. Feels like
Here,
we've known you longer. I can't believe it's only been 8 months. I feel
Yeah,
sad
I
that
came
we haven't
back in
known you longer.
January.
Wow.
Wow.
My affiliate versary was January 21st. And that was when I came back to streaming after I had been gone for a while. So
dang.
I love the timing because that's why we got to meet you and you get to become our friend. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beats by Kim asks, favorite cursed possession to use in Phasmo?
To use?
Yeah.
Probably the mirror.
I used the mirror for the first time recently.
Just because it's easy, it's simple. I know how long it takes. Like I know I can look at it for 3 seconds. It's gonna take this amount of sanity. Like I I'm very comfortable using the mirror. And I know that it won't kill me immediately. Everything else is so dangerous.
It's so dang what?
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan
Garris.
Garris. I get it now. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
That didn't sink in.
I don't say words how they're supposed to be said.
I get murdered every single time anybody uses the monkey paw.
I love the
Right.
monkey paw, but I'm so scared.
I always somehow never know what's happening, and I always get killed because I'm just like in the house, and everybody's like, "Why are you in the house?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Why are you guys telling me to leave the house?" And they're like,
Why aren't you in the house?
And then I get killed, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cursed item happened. Okay, I understand now." And now I'm just gonna run around and just hope for the best.
Throw this clipboard. Useful ghost.
If somebody looks at the Ouija board, it's like,
It's a crime. Throw them, detain them. No Ouija boards unless you know how to say goodbye.
Random Cosmic Horror. Food safety is in the Stormkeep Minecraft server. I'm just gonna answer that question.
Yes.
I haven't been on in a while, but I do have a whole little area.
Yeah, it's great. I sneak in there every once in a while, and I'm like, this is food safety's area.
It's true, it's my little
tours.
hole in the wall.
Yeah, I give little tours because it's always FO floating in the air, and I'm just like, this is food safety's area. It's beautiful.
I have a question for you, food safety.
Oh, what's up?
Like, I know that you guys end up. The other day, I was asking this of Wookiees, and you sort of echoed this, but I was hoping you could elaborate. You've tried the Demonologist, but you guys prefer Phasmo. And what can you elaborate a little bit more why you prefer Phasmo over Demonologist?
Yeah. So Phasmo's more user-friendly in the beginning. It's not as scary. It's easier to become desensitized to when it is scary. It's not. I find it more straightforward. It's more about figuring out the ghost's antics and like the way that they act and what they have. They're your evidence and stuff. Demonologist is spooky, jump scares, very, very in your face, very antagonizing. The stuff that you start with isn't nearly as forgiving.
I see.
It's not bad. Like you still start with the same, when you do start at the very beginning of Phas, beginning of Demo, start with basically the same stuff. But I just find that doing it in Phas is easier. So it's more, I don't know, user friendly. But I like Demonologist. I like it. I like that it's scary. I like that it's spooky. I like that it puts me on edge a little bit. It provides a little bit more of a challenge because in Phas, all you do and then you can leave. When in Demonologist, there's so many extra steps after you identify a ghost. Like it provides for a long gameplay. That some people aren't into because it provides a lot longer rounds. But I really like it. So
Yeah.
I think it's just really the play style you're going for.
Makes sense.
But does anybody else in chat have any questions for food safety? And I have to pee, so I'm gonna go do that now.
Well, she's off to peeing. Is the perfect time. Do you have any questions for us, food safety?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
It's all right. Refresh my memory. Have you played a Lethal Company on stream?
No. I've never played Lethal Company ever.
Is it something that you think you would want to try sometime?
Maybe because I heard it's like Sketchy's Contract, and I have played Sketchy's Contract.
Was that new game that I saw Wookiees playing that one night? It's basically a better 3D engine, kind of advanced, newer version of it.
Yeah, we were playing with Nomi the other night. And I like that game. So I'd probably play Lethal.
Okay.
But I never have. Do you play Lethal? Oh, don't die. Never mind. Question revoked.
How long have you been playing World of Warcraft for?
My entire life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My dad beta tested WoW.
Wow.
Before like vanilla launched. So I've been playing forever, like since the game launched. Because I used to play on my dad's account. I used to watch my dad. And then I would play, and it was my own account, was my birthday present for like my day or something. It was probably, but yeah, it was like a whole thing. I've been playing WoW forever.
I love that
I
so
have
much.
the Burning Crusade disc when the expansion came out, is like in one of my keepsake boxes upstairs. Because I was really excited when Burning Crusade came out. We still had to go get the disc and download it and stuff from the discs and everything. So I have those upstairs, and I let my dad keep the vanilla, but I got the Burning Crusade.
Random Cosmic Horror asks, food safety, do you like horses?
Yeah, I like horseback riding. I haven't been in a really long time, but I went once in Girl Scouts, and I liked it.
Nice. I used to
So
exchange scooping horse poop for
Yeah!
horse riding lessons. So it was great. I spent a lot of time.
I have a funny horse riding story. There was, I remember as a kid, I was in like the early teen years. I don't remember, 13, 14, 15, something like that. I went to some sort of camp. I don't remember now what it was, but they took us horseback riding. And I remember that the girl in front of me on her horse, my horse, I don't know if it wanted to mate with her horse or if it just was angry at her horse, but it was like antagonizing the horse in front of, and so because of that, she lost control of her horse and it ran off, and my horse, I lost control of my horse. It chased that other horse, and we were like running. We were like trying to rein in the horses. We were lucky; none of us fell off. But we like went over this fence and through this field and into the forest a little bit, and got a little scratched up. And eventually,
the grandmother's house we go.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually, someone saved us. That was a really, one of the camp counselor people, whatever, they came over and helped pull it, rein in the horses, and it was a really. The funny thing is, it didn't put me off horseback riding. Like, I'd still do it to this day. I actually got a kick out of it. It made me giggle.
Horses are creatures of destruction, and I love them. Just chaos, and I love them so much. But I don't have the patience to take care of one. But I will love them from afar. My bird is already needy enough.
My cats are not barn cats.
Random Cosmic Core did pose a question that's kind of interesting for all of us. Some folks already know the answer to these, but we don't know it exactly from you, food safety. So for all three of us, the question is, when did you start D&D? We'll start with you, food safety.
I think my notes say July 29th.
Not of this year, right?
Yeah,
so my Insomnia Night game is my first game of D&D.
Oh, wow.
I've never played D&D. I started a game when I was young with a family friend, and it never went anywhere past character sheets because I was a child, and it was a family friend trying to teach D&D to children and teenagers. Like, it was a mess. But they tried. But this is like my first actual like being a part of a D&D game, like being able to play and doing all the things. So it was
Nice.
July.
Wow. That's cool. Druid?
Um. Well, Isles in the Mist was my first D&D campaign. And like my full campaign. I had attempts at starting D&D before that. But you guys got to watch me learn live how to play D&D. So that
Right
was my
on.
first campaign, first time.
Again, I've told this story many times, so I'll just sum it real quick for your random cosmic horror. I started in 1981 with the original BX set, the basic expert set, when I was 12, turning 13. Literally for my 13th birthday, I had asked my mom for this D&D stuff. I found it in the hobby shop, and I was like, this looks so cool. I taught myself how to play, taught myself how to be a DM, found some friends, and been doing it ever since. Yes, I dated myself. I would date myself. I'm pretty sexy.
Yeah, and BT's first D&D session or D&D is live on Twitch as well.
That's right.
We love a confident king. Facts. Absolute facts. Food safety.
What?
What's the next big thing that you're planning for your stream?
Ooh, that's a great
Do you have
question.
like a goal? Do you have like a goal in mind for a celebration?
Bro, I gotta go live. Yeah. So I got a plan. I'm planning. No. Where'd I put him? Oh no. Oh no. Where'd he go?
Oh no! What?
What's she find? What's she trying to find? Now I'm super curious.
Oh my god, there he is. Oh. This guy. We'd make these like things on my stream. They're these like projects. They're made of plastic bits that you like put together.
So it's like a model?
And then yeah, and they light up.
Neato.
So we got one for my I don't remember. It was a follower goal or something. We voted on it in my Discord. I post a bunch of the different options that we can get, and then they vote on them, and then we build them on stream. The last one that we got was this one.
Ooh.
This is Marty. Marty
oh wow,
the
that's so
Moose.
cool. I like him.
He wears a party hat. He's kind of blurry.
Is he like a ghost dog? What is he?
He's a moose.
He's a moose.
He lights up. He's a nuclear moose.
A nuclear moose. Moose. I love it. Muse.
So,
I call
his name is
Muse.
Marty. He hangs
Marty.
out. We had a cat, but the cat's not with us. It was a while ago when I moved and it didn't make it through the move. But we do it for celebrations and stuff. So the next thing will probably be the big thing will be that I have to plan the time to make our
Very cool.
a little panda bear, and then we will name our panda bear.
I love
And
that.
then probably at 300 follows, I'll post another one in the Discord, and we can all vote on our another little creature that you can watch me create.
I love
They're
that
meant
so
for
much.
8-year-olds to take 30 minutes. It takes me like 3 hours to put these things together. So it's definitely an event.
I know another thing she's probably going to be planning in only because of today, and that's playing Space Trucker.
Right. See me in space.
I love
Get
that.
my pearls on.
Random Cosmic Horror, welcome to the Stormkeep Diablo clan. You are perfectly fit now that you have burned yourself out on Diablo 4 like the rest of us.
Yeah. Tis official.
Oh wow, that's so cool. I love it. I love the pearls. The pearls that make the costume
Oh yes,
Understand you
they're
have
for
a
Betty
wig for
Sue.
her too.
Betty Sue.
If you can't get it right now, that's okay. It gives them, or kind of entices them to go to your stream. Check it out, guys. You get to see her in that wig playing her character. That's a reason to go check out her stream. Her streams are so hilarious and so much fun.
It's a mess.
It's beautiful. All right. Any other questions from chat? We good?
I think it's time to wrap up this show for today. We've gone just exactly the right amount of time that we normally do. Food safety,
perfect.
it's been an honor and a treat to have you on the show. You're amazing and hilarious. And guys, this is the kind of person that we like to lift up on Twitch because they make the place a brighter, more beautiful place.
Absolutely.
And definitely a funnier one. So please go support her.
Absolutely. We need food safety to stick around forever. There is a party of people though that would hunt down food safety if she ever went missing. So just know you
That's true.
can't go missing because there's literally like 5 or 6 of us that have like all just pledged to hunt you down if you could go missing. So just know you can't leave us. You're stuck with us all forever and ever.
Okay, perfect. I love you all. You guys are so great.
Thank you.
We love you.
Back at you.
We love you so much. Add another 7. There's 7 people now. 8. The void favors you. Oh, you got the void favors you. That's an accomplishment.
Oh.
Wow. That was an amazing episode. It's okay that it didn't happen in July because it was even better in August.
Because it happened today. We got to do it. My heart feels so full.
I know. My heart feels very content now. There's something very, very peaceful in she makes me feel serene, except when she's making me laugh my ass off. Which is, I mean, I guess that's not, laughter is great too. So
Yes.
Speaking of laughter, next week is the return of Closet Scully.
Yay!
We're all big fans of her. She's one of my favorite VTubers, without a doubt, and one of the DYS crew. So, guys, be sure to tune in. It's going to be, again, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time next Friday. And can't wait. So, do you have anything else that you want to add, Druid?
I love you guys.
Thank you. I agree. I love you guys.
And I will say that if you have not followed food safety already, you need to go do that right now. If you don't do that right now, the mushrooms will remember, and you need to be careful. You don't want to piss off the mushrooms.
Yeah, they might start growing in your shoe. Could happen.
I mean,
could happen.
Your shoe, every fresh piece of produce you ever buy, you bring it into your house, it immediately sprouts mushrooms. Just be careful.
Ooh,
okay?
Wow. Okay, yeah.
You never.
All right, let's wrap this thing with a bow.
All right.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.
If you're listening to the podcast,
Please rate and review the episode.
we are Bandwidth.
And Banter.
Thank you.
And good night. Good night. Goodbye, goodbye.